Welcome to the Nicholas 11x12 technology. Today we're looking at the Edifier PrismaBT 2.1 Bluetooth speakers. They're also known under the name E3350BT. With these speakers you can play back music from your smartphone, tablet or any other device that supports Bluetooth, but you can also have the speakers wired with a 3.5mm audio cable. Before I move on, I'd like to thank Edifier for providing me this product and therefore making this review possible. In the box are the two satellite speakers, the subwoofer, the wired remote control, the 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio connecting cable, the power adapter, the user's manual, and last but not least, some additional information. The Edifier PrismaBT is a 2.1 channel system. The subwoofer has an RMS of 30 watts and the satellites both have 9 watts. The signal to noise ratio should be 85 decibels or more. With these speakers you have two audio input possibilities, Bluetooth and the 3.5mm stereo audio input. As for Bluetooth, the 2.1 plus EDR versions are supported as well as the A2DP and AVRCP profiles. Their range would be 10 meters. The subwoofer has a frequency response of 50 to 130 Hz. The satellite speakers 190 Hz to 20 kHz. The subwoofer has a 5-inch magnetically shielded driver with 5 ohms. The mid-range unit has a 70mm magnetically shielded driver with 5 ohms too. The tweeter unit has a 19mm silk-domed magnetically shielded driver with 4 ohms. The dimensions for the subwoofer are the following: 248 by 199 by 294mm. The dimensions for the satellites are 96 by 234 by 118mm. The net weight would be 4.1 kilograms. As you can see, these Edifier PrismaBT speakers have a very unusual shape, but it looks very modern and decorative. The cases on all the speakers are out of wood and today I'm looking at the black version. There also are white and gray versions available. Let's take a closer look at the subwoofer now. Up here is the power button, which will light up red when you use the 3.5mm audio cable, and it'll light up blue when using Bluetooth. At the back is a DB9 connector for the wired remote control, which we will take a look at a little bit later. Right there you get a separate bass adjustment control to control the bass power. Then on the other side is the power connection, the speaker output, which is where you plug in your satellite speakers, and last but not least, the line-in connection for the 3.5mm audio cable. On the bottom are 3 feet to keep the subwoofer in place. Here's the wired master volume remote controller with red and blue input indicator lights, depending on if you use 3.5mm stereo or Bluetooth. Here's the DB9 connector once again that goes into the subwoofer. The remote control is pretty heavy, I have to say, and it comes with a high quality volume adjustment wheel, even with a professional steel look and feel to it. Behind the rubber cap is a headphone output and an auxiliary input. The controller should stay nicely in place thanks to the big rubber surface on the bottom. As for the satellite speakers, I don't have much to say here, except that they are also shaped unusually and weigh a little bit more than the usual satellite speakers. But I guess you now want to hear how they sound like. I'll make you listen to 3 different songs. The Edifier PrismaBT are definitely good speakers. You can use these with different systems, such as a PC for example with a 3.5mm audio cable connection, or just go for the Bluetooth option on your smartphone or tablet. The PrismaBT speakers are easy to set up and look pretty good as well, and fit well with modern furniture. The audio quality is pretty good too. Especially these satellite speakers impressed me, because they're really clear and loud. The bass performance isn't bad at all either, but for my personal taste, it lacks a little bit of power. But then again, I let other people listen to these speakers and they thought otherwise. It's just a thing of preference. What really stands out here is the good surround sound. When turning the music up loud, you don't hear the music coming only from one direction. You get that surround feel, which is pretty rare for speakers at this price point, especially with Bluetooth. Also, there's no uneven volume when listening to music on very low volume levels. That's where many speakers fail. This is very impressive of these PrismaBT speakers. Overall, I'm very satisfied with these and can definitely recommend the Edifier PrismaBT 2.1 Bluetooth speakers. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and visit nicholas11x12techx.com to see videos there earlier than on YouTube.